I guess I'll play as Murray.
Does he have a mission?
I don't know. I forgot. Yep. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I've been playing different games.
Hey, folks, I'm going to skip the jokes and get right to the part where I throw pies at you.
I kept thinking about his controls in the third game. Oh, what is it? How do you... Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one.
There's one from Mariah.
Yep. I was going to say, I'm used to the controls in the third game where you can like, do the huge bounce thing.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot. How do I shake him down?
You can't in this one, remember?
Oh, that's right.
So the third game did have some improvements.
I knew there was something I could do or couldn't do. I just couldn't remember what.
Yeah. The third game had some improvements, and one of them was with the graphics where they were more, like, saturated and stuff. But there was just too many missions in the third game that were irritating for me to call it the best one.
Yeah, I've been playing the Resident Evil 4 remake.
Yeah, that's Sly 3.
They definitely put the survival back in survival horror.
Survival horror.
I feel like this is the first time I played through the original Resident Evil 4 again, where you just constantly you're almost out of bullets every single encounter you have, and like you feel like you're just barely hanging on.
Yeah. Well, yes, you're playing on harder mode.
No, I'm playing on regular mode. There's 3 at the beginning, and I played the one in the middle.
Oh.
I'm not going to try to do professional mode until I've played through it several times. I mean, that's what I did to the original Resident Evil. I can play it on professional mode now because I've played it so much over the years. I know how to beat it. You know, I know what weapons to get when. Oh, I can't even hear it.
Well, I don't want to have an echo, a bad echo, so that's why I have it down.
We need to rig up something with headphones or something so we can hear it. You could rearrange your desk where the computer thing is on the right side so the mic's closer. We put it closer to us.
Yeah.
Decrease its sensitivity.
The sensitivity?
I guess, what, am I throwing people?
Yeah, throwing people or anything at those.
I wasn't paying attention.
You can throw anything at that thing.
Yeah.
It's just gonna attract guards while you're... Like, they find that seductive and, I don't know.
Yeah. Alarm sounds kind of sexy. Not gonna lie.
Like, guards are just like, oh my gosh, it's so...
Kind of gets me off.
It's like, they get there, oh, that thing is, hey!
Yeah, hey! They bring it flowers for some reason.
Yeah. I finally watched like an episode of, well, technically they're just shorts, but like an episode slot or whatever you want to call it, of Looney Tunes cartoons, or the one that came out in recent years on HBO Max. Well, originally it was HBO Max, and
well, it came out like last year.
It came out like I want to say like 2020 or 2019 or something like that.
Really?
It was more recent years, but It's it's decent.
I like how you can like you can just pick people up and throw them at other people.
Yeah, they only show like 3 cartoons per. Well, at least from what I watched, they only show like 3 cartoons per episode. So like I think if all the cartoons go the way I saw the one I watched, it's like. You got one of the shorts, then you got a shorter short, whatever you call it, and then you got another short.
And then you got a longer short.
Short pants, what? Newspapers. You could throw the guards at them, Burry.
How am I literally doing damage if I throw in a newspaper?
I mean, that ink can get pretty lead poisoning.
There's been lead and ink like that for years.
The children don't have to know that.
Children also don't know what lead poisoning is because they've never been around it. Heck, the only reason I even knew much about lead poisoning was that freaking episode of Ozzy and Drix.
Oh yeah. I was thinking of a different cartoon when you said that for a moment.
That show was a fever dream, but a good one. It's like those weird fever dreams that's productive.
Yeah. Osmosis Jones.
Yeah, it was a bizarre but fun movie. Who was in that? I think who played the dad?
Was that Bill Murray that played?
Was it?
I think.
I was kind of thinking maybe, but maybe he just looks like Bill Murray.
I don't know. Well, let me check.
You know, it's funny though. If you want to learn the lore behind Ozzy or Osmosis Jones,
Yeah.
just like read an anatomy textbook.
Yeah. It was Bill Murray.
Yeah, Bill Murray.
Hi.
I didn't like their excuse in the cartoon as to why he's in the kid instead of the.
What was their excuse again?
Well, it really the excuse itself wasn't bad, but it's that like the fat guy or the dude goes back to being fat and unhealthy in the first episode, and so let's see, what is it? A dog licks him. They end up on the dog.
And it transfers over to the.
And then the dog licks the teenage kid.
Huh.
I mean, like, that would have been fine until the series had started, but because of the movie, it didn't make sense, because the dad changed his ways in the movie.
Yeah. Well, in a way, it's realistic. Some people regress.
Yeah. Crazy in the movie, though, how he ended up with the illness of eating that egg.
That came out of the monkey's mouth.
Yeah. Ugh.
Gross out. Well, I mean, that at least that movie makes sense as to why it has gross out humor. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It does have to do with like human bodies and stuff. Let's see here. I was playing some Banjo-Kazooie shortly before we did this.
You know, I'm really glad that Miranda Cosgrove doesn't look like Michael Jackson anymore. She's finally attractive.
In all honesty, she really did have a look of Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Like the white Michael Jackson.
Isn't she like your age?
A little older.
Really?
90. I think she was born in 93. I was born in 94 for those who are unfamiliar with the MOPGX lore.
Wow, she's 30. Huh.
Oh, she wasn't. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was thinking some other year. I know that, what's her name? Janet McCurdy.
Uh-huh.
She was born like 92. So whenever her
Janet McCurdy.
Yes. So whenever her and what's his name dated in the show, he dated an older chick, so he's cooler.
Dude, an older chick. Oh yeah.
Well, so far the only girl I've ever dated was older than me, so I guess I was, and I dated her in high school, so I guess I was cool. Let's see. Only girl I've ever dated up to this point. I mean, I could have it. I don't know.
I could have one whatever I want.
Just start overly douchebaggingly bragging as I.
Sylvester. I know these videos do need the cat cam.
Yeah.
A separate video camera that just solely focuses on Sylvester that you play alongside like in the corner of the Let's
Yeah,
Plays.
we don't even have our faces. We just have Sylvester.
Yeah, that's all you need.
I mean, people have streams where they, oh, cool. See, I love these moments where I'm pretty much stuck. Well, I had a evasive, maneuver.
Evasive maneuver.
Yeah.
Dealer. Oh yeah, when those keep up missions, they just walk around in the goofiest freaking fashion. What was in that box?
Oh, it was, I never. Oh, it was that Amber Nick thing.
Oh.
Ebulations.
So what? It takes a thief to catch a thief?
Something like that. But
Something like that.
I'm going to trust you in this case. I need to know that you can keep up. Literally.
Literally.
Don't fall behind.
Don't fall behind and grab my
Don't
behind.
ever
What?
trust British women that know how to run and jump.
Except
for Lara
Lara
Croft.
Oh, we had the same thing on the mind.
Shaka, bro.
Shaka, brah. Yeah, what about how Gex is getting released on modern systems? We haven't seen an official release date, at this point in time. But yeah, Gex Trilogy, and we still don't really know if it's gonna be like full or not remakes, but or slight remakes, faithful remakes, or if they're gonna be like remasters with like some improvements, or what. But it's supposed to be coming at some point. The only concern is apparently Limited Run Games, who's like, I can't remember if it was like producing it or making it or whatever. Apparently went really woke.
No, what happened?
Apparently, the Limited Run Games, the ones who are doing the Gex and Tomba, I didn't really know too much about them, but apparently they went pretty. Apparently, something made them pretty woke.
Yeah, and they fired their media marketing person for like a 6-year-old tweet.
And that's what's
for saying, she was saying something about defending. She said something where
having her own mind.
no, it's something along the lines of
But I happen to have obtained
transgender,
which a person like yourself can use.
whatever. How it was worded, something along the lines of being okay with the fact that men claiming to be women go into a girl's bathroom. If you like that, you're part of the problem. But it was worded differently.
Yeah. But yeah, apparently that kitties. Apparently that's a thing. So I'm hoping that won't bleed into like these re-releases of like, and that they'll. I mean, if they want to take out a line or two, that's fine. But like, hopefully they won't be like bad. Like they'll just add their own stuff now because they're or they won't change things around to fit the more, their ideology. But anyway, yeah, they're doing both Gex Trilogy and at least the first Tomba game. They haven't said anything about the second one, so I don't know. That could get a separate re-release, but Tomba will, after they release, Tomba will no longer, I mean, obviously I don't want to jinx it, but, like, at this point in time, it's supposed to be released. Anything can happen, but, anything. But anyway, Tomba will no longer be PlayStation exclusive, because it's also coming to Switch and Steam, as well as PS5 and PS4. But yeah, so that's oh shoot, I went way past it. So yeah, that's that was pretty exciting news. Like at first I didn't believe it. I was like, someone said something about Gex, and I was like, oh, was there like a rumor? You know, I saw like a thumbnail saying something about Gex, and I'm like, oh well, okay, there's a rumor going around, or blah blah blah. I saw someone on Twitter say something about it being released, and I was like, I want this to be real, but I don't know if I can trust it. And then I look it up, and I'm like, oh, it is real. And I'm just like, okay. So that was pretty exciting. I just as long as they're good. I don't care if they do a ground up faithful remake, or if they do a you know, like I said, a re-release with some improvements. I just want it to be well done for Gex and Tomba. They can do whatever with Clock Tower. I don't really care about that, but you know. That is pretty cool though that they're finally bringing the Japanese game over to America for the first time, for the first official time.
Which game?
Oh yeah, it's your turn. I'm trying to think. Clock Tower, original.
Clock Tower.
Clock Tower, yeah.
You know, we can be gently pushed away.
Yeah.
Or, you know, be like killed and then gently pushed down on the ground.
Yeah. His mouth froze for a moment.
Just get out of it.
Yeah.
I do wish the ability to control them.
Yeah.
Is back in this one.
The pickpocket guards. Guards. Slot guy. I don't know. Trying to get the G sound in there while
Guy.
he gets him.
Wait, he just like twitched there.
Well, that's one thing about like this game is these games is like sometimes the guards will like.
God dang it! I was hoping to like slam him onto the table.
Oh yeah. There's one problem with these games after Sly 1 was that sometimes the guards will like run into things or run into each other, and then like they'll all of a sudden turn around and they'll be like, "Oh hey, you're caught," you know, as you're trying to, you know, or you're trying to hide or do something, and then they're caught on something, and then like then they'll suddenly see you because the game glitched.
That's a lot of dust.
Infinite amount of dust.
Non-finite.
My work. Someone who's over like the place I work.
Yeah.
Like gave me a free Ridge wallet type thing that's like a Ridge wallet, or is it just called Ridge wallet and they're just different companies?
I don't know what you call that kind of wallet.
Well, anyway,
yeah, I don't know what you call it.
It's similar to a Ridge wallet, if they're not all Ridge wallets. So it's neat because I mean it's not the expensive brand, but it's it has like my the place I work, like it has that kind of who's going after you, Andrew? You have the thing, I think. Yeah.
Crack a box.
Bless me.
Oh no.
Fork knife.
No, bless me. Thank me.
So Sonic Prime season, well, quote unquote season 2 came out. Even though I think it's really just continuing it seems like it should just be continuing the first season. They just shortened it up to call it season 2. It's like they only release like 8 episodes at a time. So really it just feels like it should be just season 1.
How powerful is this Kane?
Kane?
Yeah, Kane. You know, what about Legacy of Kane?
Is it Kane?
Yeah, Kane.
You know, one movie I need to watch again is the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie. I know, like, it's funny, a friend of ours was like...
Mortal Kombat.
A friend of ours, when he first saw it in theaters, he's like, this movie's awesome. You know, he had a little gripe with it here and there. He had little nitpicks here and there. He's like, that movie's pretty awesome. And then over time, it wasn't that good. I have a problem with it. And then by the end of the year, it was, I hate this movie. Like, it's just a complete shift over time. Which I know, like, I know that's how you kind of were with the Ratchet and Clank movie, or you didn't love it, I don't think, but you thought it was pretty good.
Then I saw past the fan service and noticed there was nothing there.
I really didn't think it was that bad of it. It definitely could have been better. I didn't think it was that bad of a movie, though. I thought it was alright.
I'll put it this way. If it was between... I go back in time, and I could either stop Hitler from killing the Jews, or that movie existing, I'd stop that movie from existing.
That means you're... I don't know.
Actually, it wasn't that bad. But I at least would... If it was between that and, say, I don't know... Lady Gaga or Meghan Trainor having a music career, I'd go back and stop the movie from coming out. That's how much I didn't like it.